get that money, yeah, no matter what. I'ma get that money, yeah, no matter what. I'ma get that money, yeah, no matter what. Spent like 1,500 for my shoes. Then I brought 10 pair from my whole crew. Getting money really changed my mood. I was on a mission to the Lord. I was on a mission to the loot. I was on a mission to the loot. Getting money really changed my mood. I was on a mission to the loot. My new crib, that bitch got a pool. Diamonds, they so white, them shits look blue. Christian Dior all up on my
YouTube, we're back. First video of 21, man. We're gonna try to do at least like probably like four videos a week. That's what we're shooting for, you know what I'm saying? With school going on and stuff, it's kind of hard to make videos, but we are shooting for 4 videos a week, you know what I'm saying? So make sure you help the channel, you know, comment and subscribe. So the video today, like I said in the thumbnail, man, the run is not dead, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why people, you know what I'm saying? I understand it is different from last year. A lot of people, you know, saying that the run, you can't run anymore, it's too hard to run. That's definitely not true. If anything, I say it's easier, you know what I'm saying, to run the ball, just because you could just look at the gaps, you know what I'm saying, before the play. And if you know what right runs to call, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna score like a lot, you know. As you see here, power play, easy blocking, one with the safety, no match, you know what I'm saying. That's instant cook, you know what I'm saying. So, and we gotta celebrate. You always gotta celebrate mid play, you know what I'm saying. That's what really bring it home. I love celebrating mid play. Counter is the best run in this game by far, you know what I'm saying. You see this little 4-1 formation that he tried to run, you know, counter absolutely kills that. Counter kills almost every single formation where you got like 3 people on the line or 3 linebackers. You know, a lot of times people play that nickel with a 3-down lineman. You can't run it against counter. Oh, no sir, no sir. You know, mid celebration, mid play, you gotta do it. You gotta love it. So, you know, I'm gonna just go over, you know, certain looks and, you know, try to help everybody understand, you know what I'm saying, how to run the ball, when to run the ball, because that's really what it goes to. As you see here, you know, Josh Allen with the little QB keeper. No, I don't even think we scored. Yeah, we didn't score, you know what I'm saying. 85 speed will only bring you so far, but we did get the first down. That's all that really matters, you know, as you see here, this last little play. So we're just gonna go over counter, you know, power, stretch, inside zone, and toss. You know, I feel like those are the 5 runs that are the most important in terms of knowing when to run it. You know, no match again. So we're just gonna hop into it, and we're gonna first start off with counter. So when you come on counter or power, first thing you're gonna do is you're just reading the size of the boxes. So right here, usually counter, you can run counter if there's 3 or less people to one side of or to whatever side of the line scrimmage you're on counter. So right here is 1, 2, 3, 4, and the reason that counter and power work together is a tandem is because power reads the opposite. It's like, all right, you read, you know what I'm saying, if you have 4 or less, or, you know, even 5, well, not really 5, but yeah, like if you have, because usually
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
it's gonna be 8 people in a box against, you know what I'm saying, with blocking like this. So you just read which side, you know what I'm saying. This time I would definitely run power, you know what I'm saying, stay super patient with the blocks, you know what I'm saying. That time got a good angle, you know what I'm saying. Even though, you know what I'm saying, I did get contacted like 3 yards, I still got very good blocking. Now something like this, because he's plugging that gap, you could actually just flip the power to another side, you know what I'm saying, take better advantage. Now the thing about flipping power to sides is that sometimes you have to have your fullback guard block a D lineman. A lot of times that gets blown up, so that's why you just run counter. Right here, run counter, you know what I'm saying. 3-man to the side of the box. Such a great run, man. So easy to just get, you know what I'm saying, real good yardage out of it. And that's just the only things that you look at. Now sometimes I will say against certain formations, counter and power work a little better and worse against. Now against 4-3, you know what I'm saying, power and counter, because everybody's just so even in terms of where they line up at, a lot of times it struggles, you know what I'm saying. So if you go against a lot of 4-3 teams, or not even 4-3 teams, but I'd say 4-3 normal, a lot of times, you know, does well against counter and power. So, you know what I'm saying, be careful of that, you know what I'm saying. Just understand that every front is good at something and worse against something else. Once you understand that, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be unstoppable running the footballs. Right here, that time this dude beat 2 blocks, you know what I'm saying. There's not much I could do about that, But counter and power are the main runs that I'll call. You know what I'm saying? I'll call every run, but counter and power is usually my bread and butter. So the thing I like about stretch is that, one, even sometimes when they load the box up with like 9 people, a lot of times you could just run it to the other side if you have like 8 people blocking. So stretch is one of those runs that, you know what I'm saying, that's why a lot of people like spamming. So usually when I run stretch, first, you know, it's good to identify or just look, you know what I'm saying, at where the open gap is, right? So between the left tackle and the left guard, and you know the people that's corresponding to them, it's a huge hole, right? So this player right here is going to be responsible for filling that hole. So really, you just read him in and out. If he goes through that hole, he is, you know what I'm saying. That time I had to kind of bounce out, and you also read, you know what I'm saying, the person on the very edge to see if you could bounce the run outside or not. So, you know, usually just read it. If not, just cut back inside. You know what I'm saying? So, stretch is always a run. You know what I'm saying? Most people, like I said, are familiar with stretch. Stretch was one of the most popular runs last year. And even in, you know, since instances like this, when they bring the safeties up, a lot of times that just disrupts the run fist. So, that time, you know what I'm saying, I did get a yard, you know what I'm saying, but my wide receiver blew a block. But, you know what I'm saying, it's really important to just understand how to read stretch. Now, that time, you know what I'm saying, you had the edge. You know what I'm saying? Now you can get outside. And the first person, you know, I said the gap, but the first person you always actually want to read and see where he's going is that edge player on the line. So that really just tells you whether you could bend it inside or out. So stretch, like I said, one of the most reliable runs in the game. You can always run it, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard to stop because you can bend it back so many ways. So sometimes you can have cutback angles. You know, that time I kind of missed it, but you know what I'm saying, the cutback angles are what make stretch more dangerous, because even when you have it bottled up on the front end, a lot of times somebody could just, you know what I'm saying, cut back and, you know, kill you down the field for a lot of yards. So for inside zone, a lot of times it's a little more straightforward in terms of what you want to do. So a lot of times it really is just about, you know what I'm saying, what you see is what you get. So you know, you just look for the open holes, you know what I'm saying, right here. You just gotta have a lot of good patience. So when you run like inside zone, you probably want like a bigger running back because you're gonna have to move slower and then more physically. So you know what I'm saying. And those you know what I'm saying, those bigger running backs turn those, you know, 2-3 yard, maybe 4 yard gains into, you know, 5-6, you know, maybe more. So you know what I'm saying, it's really important that you learn how to run inside zone just from any formation, because you don't need a fullback to run it. So a lot of times you can run it out of a pistol look. You know what I'm saying? Now with pistol, a lot of the blocking, you know what I'm saying, is better, but it's also a bigger chance, you know what I'm saying, it could get blown up just because of how far they're coming from, you know what I'm saying? So be mindful of that. You know what I'm saying? Inside zone, pretty straightforward. You know what I'm saying? Just find the blocks and then just hit them. The thing about toss is that sometimes when you call it, you can either you have it or another run does. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like the fifth run. You know what I'm saying, that I'm going to talk about in the last one. But it really just, once you tie in all these together, it becomes unstoppable. So if you look at a front like this, right? Now, obviously, you know what I'm saying, you could look and see he's giving us the counter. You know what I'm saying? So right here, I wouldn't even call a toss because, you know what I'm saying, he's giving me an easy 10 yards just off the counter look. You know what I'm saying? Make a move. You know what I'm saying? Do something. But pitch is always something you could call out of. And if they think they have a call in the defense or they have, you know what I'm saying, a lot of things clamped up, you can just call pitch, catch everybody off guard. You know what I'm saying? And the thing that's most important is that once you just show different types of runs, the defense has no way of filling, you know what I'm saying, all those gaps. Because when you really think about it, it's always gonna be 4 people, you know what I'm saying. If they put, you know what I'm saying, if they match your box, if they match 8 people in the box, then they only gonna have 3 people in three people in real coverage, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of times once you just know how to take advantage of that, the only way somebody can truly stop a run play is if they just load up all of the if they just load up the box completely. And that means like a 9-man front, you know what I'm saying, considering that you're doing something like 8-man blocking. So a lot of times you just understand that like pitch works good off everything else, you know what I'm saying, but you do need it sometimes because there is certain fronts that do well against stretch, inside zone, power, and counter. But nothing does well against all of that and does good against pitch, you know what I'm saying? So something like this, just taking advantage is the lack of people. And that time I didn't take a great angle, still got some yards, so that's what's up, man. So once you just learn how to tie in every single run together, like something like this, as you see, it's going to force your opponent to call a lot of cover 3 and cover 1. And then, you know what I'm saying, you could just call like a regular play, whatever play you have, down pack, just kill whatever coverages, because you know the coverages can't play 2 people deep, you know what I'm saying? So this is just run, just kills cover 2, kills cover man coverage, just kills any defense where you don't have, you know what I'm saying, more people in the box than they have blocking, you know what I'm saying? So if you found anything in this video interesting, you know what I'm saying, make sure you comment, like, subscribe, just holler at your boy.